Ora boas pessoal, boa noite. Antes de mais nada, o meu nome é Diogo, 30 anos. Aqui sou conhecido como Acadian, no grupinho do Insta que faço parte, sou conhecido como D ou Mr. D. Hoje era para ser Smite 2, mas o Smite 2, como eu já calculava, não está ainda disponível para todos, neste caso gratuitamente para todos os jogadores, para todo o mundo. Foi só mesmo para comprar, só fica disponível se comprar. Por isso decidi vir para Guild Wars. Hoje estou aqui sozinho nesta primeira parte, depois o Johannes, se puder, irá se juntar a nós, que depois ele irá seguir com a live um bocadinho mais para a frente. Como vocês podem ver, hoje estou com a minha Garden, que vai ser a que eu vou começar a pôr na próxima fase, na nova história. Já estava destinada a entrar. Bem, e já estão a aparecer as personagens todas, como vocês viram, Tyria, a minha elementalista. Vão estar aqui em cima as minhas duas necros e a minha... falta mesmo uma necro. Prontos, mas isso é um caso à parte. Pois, não falta que eu não desloguei com ela aqui dentro. Ela está na área 9. Ok, vamos. Vou começar com a minha Guardian, depois eu vou passar a minha Glória para então dar seguimento à história. Eu agora vou aqui ver esta missão aqui, que eu tenho aqui, o Mechanist Nin. Vou ver o que é que se está a passar, o que é que ele... O que é que... O que é que me está a dar? O que é que é? Deixa-me só... Ora bem, isto aqui é...
Embrace simplicity.
To complete a working prototype, all you need 50 mithril ingots, 3 charged crystal ingots, 3 quartz crystals, a resonance tuner, etheric tank, and a gate alchemy. Isto eu já sei, estes dois. Uta, mata. Ok. Vamos continuar. Tenho que ir para aqui. Ora bem, ontem ficou por dar um sermãozito a um menino pertencente ao grupo das Peidas, que se chama Tazo, mais conhecido por Menino Chico. Menino Chico, então você manda embora um escumalha e mete outro escumalha aí dentro. Mas que é isto? Andamos aqui todos a comer gelados com a testa? Ora bem, agora vou falar um bocadinho de coisas mais sérias. Estou na brincadeira, atenção. Estou na brincadeira. Agora vou falar de coisas mais sérias. Hoje não vou falar em termos específicos, porque não cabe a mim, nem é minha história para contar. Mas é de uma pessoa conhecida. Pessoal, se vocês tiverem algum tipo de problema, quer seja de saúde, quer seja pessoal, quer seja, ou especificamente, quer seja problema de saúde, ou problema a nível profissional, ou a nível familiar, ou a nível de relações, desabafem. Ou se tiverem alguma coisa para falarem com uma pessoa específica, digam, não guardem para vocês. Por exemplo, vamos falar em termos não abrangentes. A pessoa que eu estou falando descobriu que tinha uma doença e, com receio de outra pessoa ficar mal, ou já não querer saber da pessoa que descobriu a doença, não disse nada. Foi o pior erro que essa pessoa fez. Foi o pior erro. Digam, por exemplo, vocês descobrem que têm uma doença, não guardem para vocês. Ok, nos inícios podem guardar para vocês, no início, naquele choque inicial, mas depois desabafem.
Prompt, as expected.
Desabafem com a pessoa.
Welcome, Commander. The gateway is active. I've word that Malice will meet you there.
As pessoas mais importantes.
Got a glimpse of the place myself. Frode gave the Queen a proper tour. He'll be expecting you too. Though, between friends, their definition of camp is sweet. I'm sure you'll be very comfortable.
You should see the Wizard's Tower.
You are quite adapted to them, aren't you? How are you feeling about the mission, then?
Taking a wait-and-see approach. This is uncharted territory, and Janthir has quite the reputation. Venturing into Janthir to befriend Coden. Not how I envisioned that first big step.
Diplomacy is a fine craft, Commander. And making allies requires an artisan. Oh, before you depart, do we prefer Wayfinder or Commander now?
For you? I don't know if you calling me anything but Commander would sound natural.
Old habits die hard, I suppose.
Esta personagem foi criada pela minha Sofia. Ok, já tenho que passar para o outro lá. Pois é, pessoal. Celebrate Guild Wars 2 Anniversary with Boost of Rewards. Nice. Ora bem, Unknown Territory Moon Camp. Eu sei que vocês já viram isto 3 vezes, 2, não. 3? Sim, 3. O meu Ranger, a minha Ranger, a minha Vindicator e a minha Necro. Prontos, eu aqui estou a usar, aqui nesta rapariga, estou a usar Sword Torcha e arco.
Wayfinder, the guest of honor. Welcome to Mooncamp. Vanak, if you don't remember. Fought with you against the Cryptus and Omnitas.
This is what you call a camp?
The Astral Ward? Subtle. Not a chance. Good to see you closer to ground, though. I volunteered to help with the integration. Long overdue that we got involved in Tyrian affairs. More publicly, that is. Got a few things to atone for.
Commander, Vanak was just giving us the lay of the land. Dangerous place, Janthir. Eager to scope it out.
I am as well. There's something about the atmosphere here that wilts my senses.
I didn't realize you were joining us too, Cave.
On Dagonet's order, he didn't go into much detail about the Pale Tree's status. And perhaps it's not my place to say, but her recovery has been slower than we expected. Some days she seems weaker than the day before. We search for a remedy. The Astral Ward knows magic, and ancient magic at that. I'm hoping we can form a connection with you.
I do too, for what it's worth. And all help is good in these parts. Janthir is a nasty place to get lost. But before you touch ground, Road wanted to speak with you, Wayfinder. Seemed urgent enough to prioritize.
Right. I'll track him down.
A vida não é uma coisa garantida. Vocês hoje estão cá, amanhã não. Neste caso, podem não estar. Por isso, não percam a vida a discutir uns com os outros.
Frode, I trust you're getting some sleep in between missions?
I used to be in charge of Mooncamp before Levente named me Warden.
Something must be serious to pull the Warden from Omnitas.
You know us well. It's true. The Lowland Coden will be fine allies of Queen Jenna and the Tyrian Alliance. That is no lie. They know these lands better than most. Janthir and the northern stretches are formidable. How much did you learn of Waiting Sorrow during your time in Omnitas?
Waiting Sorrow, your missing wizard? Not a lot, besides the fact that she created the Heart of the Obscure.
Indeed. I've never met her, of course, as she's been missing since before Ascalon burned to the ground. This must stay between us, for now. But we suspect that she's hiding among the Coden.
You want me to find her?
It isn't a burden on your shoulders alone. The Ward is here to support in whatever way we can. But, yes, we need you to.
Is she dangerous?
She's very capable. For your own safety, expect resistance. I wish I knew more. Between us, Wayfinder, all conversation about her turns Isgarin more conspiratorial than usual.
Then I'll keep my guard up.
Good. For what it's worth, Dagda doesn't agree with him. She was also Waiting Sorrow's closest friend, so there's bias. But that's all I've got, so I'll leave you to it. Get to know the region. We'll set out in search of the Coden soon as well. They've been known to homestead along the delta and the coastline. They'll build for 100 or so years, then move. Unsure of their exact position, but I imagine we're close. We portaled Mooncamp here to avoid scaring the locals.
Probably more subtle than flying it over the bay. Good call.
Stalwart Hart pulled some research noting they're not especially keen on magic. A floating building may cause alarm. But, good luck. I'll be here to guide you as I can. Ward's busy with the reacclimation. It's going to be a long process.
Espera aí, pessoal, não estou aqui a ver uns outfits. Made. fixe, dá para fazer piratas. Nice. Ok. Ora bem, vou falar.
How are things with the ward?
Blá, blá.
Fine. Tense. Isgaran wanted to lock our doors and go back into hiding, but that's just not an option for us. We have 100 fractal inhabitants taking up residence in Omnitas, and I doubt they want to stay. They're sitting in a limbo of our making, and that's just one problem.
Are you going to get the Alliance involved? Probably a smart move.
I think we have to. Lear agrees. He strongly agrees. Iskaran's worried that the world will think us monsters, which is a fair fear, but our actions aren't above critique. I'm airing my angst. Suffered a few long nights, but we're moving in the right direction. Don't let me distract you.
No. You are fine. Good story expansion. Agora de character slot. Agora é começar, agora é falar com os meus comparsas, neste caso Grisha, que é
Any brilliant insights from Frode, Commander?
He and I caught up and talked about the Coden. We're not exactly sure where they're settled today, but they're likely close. Astral Ward research also says that they're a little distrustful of magic. We'll want to keep that in mind.
Sounds like we've plenty to strive for, then. We should get moving. I don't know this region.
I'd recommend taking it slow. When we call Janthir treacherous, we mean it.
Olá. Mapa da Bupi. Ora bem, vamos já começar aqui por cima. Mapa da Bupi. Mapa of Janthir.
How big is Janthir?
Huge. Practically in Critus still. But the deltas are considered a part of the Isles due to their climate and flora. It stretches far to the north, running parallel to the northern Shiver Peaks, as far as modern maps are concerned. The Isles and Bay make up most of the occupied territory, with some coastal regions lining the mainland. There was even a small human outpost on the Isles, but it's long abandoned now. Don't know a lot about it.
Not a good place to be, then.
Oh well. É tu. Ah, é um Astral Engine. Ok. Já é portinho. Yeah. Cryptish Axe.
That's a Cryptis axe. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yep. Moon Camp operated in the area during the attacks. Abark's grunts were poking at something here. Never figured out what.
Given Janthir's history, I imagine there are any number of things a demon could be drawn to. Not especially inspiring, though.
Mapa da Bupi. Onde é que está? Agora, eu acho que é para a parte de baixo. Acho que é para aqui. Tem uma ali que é Mersat Relic.
A lot of things come to Janthir to hide from the rest of Tyria. That's why the Mersat built Baba Nisos here. Though, that place is all ruins and storms now. Hard to get close.
Baba Nisos? What's that?
Former Mersat city. fixed in the middle of the aisles. Been abandoned for a long time. Don't think I'd want to go anyway. My bond told me about it. Didn't sound all that hospitable. He went back from time to time. Memories, I imagine. Or guilt.
Pois, depois eu desbloqueio a capa e posso... Não digo que irei fazer um completo com aquilo, mas já fica com tudo completinho.
What can you tell us about the history of this place?
Former home of the Mersat, and later the White Mantle. From my research, there's been very little activity in recent years.
Correct. Aside from the Kodan, only a few other groups have called it home. Some centaur tribes, trolls, creatures that keep to themselves. And the Isles are another story. I recommend you read up on it. A lot of blood has been spilled here.
Isto é para ficarmos a saber um bocadinho mais sobre esta área. O que eu estou a fazer. Vocês mesmos descobrem um pouco do que é que se passou durante o jogo todo.
As a Valraven Talon. Nasty beast. The ward has little documentation, aside from a few first-hand accounts. When few travelers come through Janthir, stay away from them at all costs.
Deixa-me só... não é aqui. Desculpa. Duas armor e uma weapon, não é? Exatamente. Primeiro vamos concentrar nas armas. Agora supostamente
Abundant vegetation.
I learned a long time ago not to eat strange plants. Now, where should we go first?
Sounds like something determined by a...
exatamente. Cliff.
Watch out for the cliff. Wouldn't make for a nice fall.
Never mind the cliff. Watch out!
Time to do some real damage. Replenishing. You'll have to get much harder.
Isso são tudo veteranos.
Time to do some real damage.
What were those things?
Must be Valraven. Talons look just like the ones in our ships.
It's stunning.
That's one word for it. I wonder where the flow of water will take us.
Aqui acho que vai haver ibogas.
Goodness, look at you. This is a very old tree. Imagine the stories it could tell us. Standing tall and strong, protecting the smaller growth.
Eyes up, Keith.
Ah, não, falta mais áreas para inspecionar, não falta mais.
We should follow that stream. See where it leads.
Vou dar aqui em cima.
Janthir flora is fascinating. And probably very toxic.
Ward! I need assistance now! Alchemy! It won't calm!
Treacherous, eh?
Better check it out.
Ora bem.
Together, everyone.
What has them so riled up?
Attacking on sites so close to a populated camp is concerning behavior.
Bet it has something to do with that distress call.
Reasonable take.
Olha aí, pessoal. Ora bem, ora bem, ora bem. Agora vamos investigar claw marks.
Claw marks.
And from quite a large beast, I imagine.
Footprints.
Footprints and more claw marks. Chase them away from camp.
Obrigado.
Blood. We better hurry.
Olha aí o homem.
Come on.
Olha aí o homem. Tá o bicho. Bicho. Buraco. Bicho.
Wayfinder!
fire. The rest of you follow as we guide. The creature is vulnerable. Again, don't seek to kill it unless absolutely necessary.
Who are you?
Outlaw and brave. Curious garbs you wear. Perhaps something sturdier would do you better in these parts. Which of you is the leader?
Commander?
Tenho que falar aqui com
I'm in charge.
I've looked at those great walls all my life. Proud, the humans. I'd like to get to know you. I'm sure the Claw would, too. The sun is fading. Wherever you traveled from, our village is likely closer. Follow. We've got a fire for you to sit by.
We'll follow. But who are you?
Barbed Veil. Come. You can help us lead the journeykin to safety. But we must move quickly, unless you want to lose yourself in the woods. Our nights have been far darker. The Valraven watch.
trouxe a minha enorme e a minha azul.
You mean that wild animal?
Fascinating beasts they are. Came to us from far away. They need protectors.
It's enraged again?
Eu acho que são 4 vezes.
Again. Good.
starting to think that it's enjoying this.
Let it release that energy.
Vocês podem ver, aqui os coldens já estão a usar a subir.
I like new places.
Welcome. It's been a long while since we've let the outside in. Travelers avoid these lands, and for good reason. Not intentional isolation, that is. It isn't my story to tell, however, and we're nearing the pen.
Tem que pôr o bichinho na perna.
What is it?
Food. Especially feral ones, only know a life of hunting, fighting for their food. A kind interaction and a gift is sometimes all it needs to learn trust.
You return with more than another journeykin, Spearmaster.
More creatures lost in the wild.
More creatures.
A claw of the Coden that I've never heard of, huh?
Call me Stoic Alder.
We found them in the forest, defending themselves against this one.
I'm glad you intervened before any lives were lost. Come, we should speak.
Okay.
As a delegate of the Tyrian Alliance, it's good to meet you, Stoic Alder.
Interesting. I never thought Tyria capable. Clearly, we've plenty to discuss. Come. The village welcomes you.
I'll tend to our friend.
Não. Está bem assim. Vamos aqui com o Stoic. Vamos.
Thankfully, you stumbled into the kindest alcove in Janthir.
O cãozinho mudou.
Seems we have visitors. Rather unexpected in our keep. Welcome the Tyrian Alliance.
Tyria has allied? Amusing joke you play, leader.
Your skepticism is understandable. But given the severity of recent threats, Tyria needed to act fast. And unitarily.
Threats? Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
If you mean the creatures attacking from mist portals, I'm afraid so. We call them Cryptus.
Ah, mist portals. It's of the flesh stalkers that this alliance speaks. Yes. As foes, they proved fatal ones. Lives lost on your front as well, Jan.
I'm afraid so. And allying proved the viable solution, finally.
Fear can be a supreme unifier, or divider, depending on how it is channeled. So, this is why you come to my hearth, with eyes carrying intention. A bid to join your alliance.
Who knows what other threats the mists might bring? Should that happen, we'll have strength in numbers.
I respect your good intentions, but need time to ponder its implications for our own. For now, that is my decision. At this time, I extend our visitors the opportunity to speak with our council members.
Vou falar aqui com o...
Why, hello there. LIIIINDOS, humble lore master of the lowland. Long before our tribe came to inhabit Janthir, we hailed from a sanctuary far in the north. In those times, we were led by two honored Coden, a claw chosen by the people, Alder's role, same as his mother before him. Also, a voice. She was chosen by Koda himself to share in his mind, ultimately proving her worth by the trial of faith. A trial that would prove both to her detriment and the tribe's. Mid-trial, nearly crushed by the weight of madness, she fled. Some call it cowardice. I believe it was the will to survive that seized her from the brink of oblivion. The same will our claw channeled in the trial's aftermath. Rather than risk ruin, he led the tribe south, to Janthir. Given time, some Coden found themselves called back by the will of Koda, a call they followed to Or. The rest, our forebearers, remained. And it is here, free from gods, tried only by nature, that we find our sanctuary. Well, at least, that's the speech I've prepared for the Cubs' annual history visit. I fear it sounds a bit rehearsed.
Ora bem, vamos falar aqui com a Fading Aurora.
Fading Aurora, village healing master.
Aurora and Bob Vale, who you first ran into, are two of our newest to don the master title. Though, judging by their expertise, one would suspect them seasoned veterans of their respective crafts. Additionally, Aurora has fast proved an upstanding mentor for my son.
Currently working on the fundamentals of herbalism.
Save some praise for yourself, Alder. The previous Claw would be proud to see how well you're faring in the position.
The Claw Aurora speaks of was my mother. Feels both long ago and as recent as yesterday that she stood where I do now.
Though a few claw lengths shorter. By my coming of age, she barely made it to my shoulders. But her presence was grand enough to fill the room.
A true leader of Coden. Many have noted the resemblance. See a bit of her in you both. Wayfinder, you find yourself in good company. Hope you can make yourself at home here.
Soaring crest.
Graced by fire, Journeykin Master. Apologies. My thoughts are occupied by council matters at the moment. If you find yourself with time to pass, my apprentice Burning River is out tending the village Journeykin. Tell him to give you some lessons at my request. They're fine creatures. I suspect you'll make fast friends.
Agora vamos falar com o Poki. Poki.
The role of Claw was taken, so I settled for a title more modest.
My son has some years before he claims such expertise, though his mind is sharp. Observing our cow...
Espera aí pessoal, se não quer responder ao Elhanos.
A wayfinder losing their way in our woods. And now Commander. That has a strong sound to it. But if you insist, lost your wayfinder.
Seems our visitor also claims two names. We of the lowland drop formality with those we most respect. Right, Pokey?
Yes, Pa.
Bem, agora tenho que falar aqui com o Stoic Older again.
Turn to the planned agenda, pressing as it is.
Your concerns are sensible, braced by fire. Poised arrow. I'm afraid our discussion shall prove as stuffy to our guests as the air in this hall. Show them around.
But we've only just... Fine idea. Best they enjoy the weather while it holds. Meet me outside when you're set.
Alliance. I deem you welcome visitors for the time being. Feel free to acquaint yourselves with our town. Fortunate for you, the embers of our summer season burn brightest. May your time here pass well.
Esta já está. Então já está aqui.
Mine. All mine.
Vou sair da instância e vou fazer parking da minha personagem Homestead. J. Estou a pô-las todas dentro da minha casinha, dentro de casa. Agora vou fazer com uns de chá. Ah, nice. Mas até aparece aqui o delimitado. Eu sou capaz de fazer umas corridinhas para finalizar. Para finalizar, para desfrutar.
All private.
que sim. Vocês começam sempre na vossa cidade natal.
Commander, apologies for the formality. Good to see you faring so well, Krisha. How are you in Ritlock? Ritlock's in Grothmar, helping keep tensions down. Good though. Happy to be out of the office. I'm up to my horns in diplomacy. Truthfully, I'd rather be on a recon assignment, claws caked in something rotten. You're better suited for this work than anyone else in the Legions. Nobody wants the job. I'm just the unlucky grunt who complained the least when offered it. But I'm keeping another civil war at bay. Which is why I called on you. We weren't the only ones to clean house in the wake of Cantha. Caught wind of the Tyrian alliance yet? Outside of your letter, it's news to me. Thought so. We're trying our hand at unification, or something like it. Not just the Char. Everyone. The demon attacks really put a damper on our post-Dragon cycle relaxation. Thankfully, none of us are good at relaxing. Now, if only we could figure out this whole Con-Er thing. You'd be great at it. I don't know about that. But better me or Ephraim than someone like Bangar. But enough talk. That seat will remain vacant. As for now, consider this your invitation on behalf of the Char. Queen Jenna called us to action rather suddenly. I expect something interesting is brewing. She asked me to give this to you.
See that fight last night?
The Norn and the Solvari? That was amazing!
Burly and fierce versus slender and tough. That Norn definitely earned her victory.
Ow! She earned my respect, too. The way she fights, I'll buy her a beer.
Bem, eu não estou andando outra vez para trás, para frente, para trás, para frente, para trás, para frente, mas já dá tempo para o sítio que é.
Politics.
Hold it. Name?
Commander, over here.
That you are. Didn't recognize the face at first. Fought alongside you during Scarlet's attack. Go ahead. Don't mind me, just being cautious. A lot of big names in this building.
That's a big job. Malice, my niece. Could form a new warband. No less cramped than any of Ash's hidden outposts.
Delegates and leaders are still arriving, but the turnout is impressive. My surprise is agreeable.
And nerve-wracking.
everyone is comforted that you're joining us. You command quite a bit of respect here. Not all of us do the same.
Don't make me regret my decision. You're modest.
Save that irascible demeanor for negotiations, Imperator. Go on. Mingle. As soon as a few more arrive, we'll get started.
Vamos fazer mingle. Ora bem, tenho ali o Bram, o Ludo, a Kate, a Jana e a Krisha. Vou começar de lá dentro para fora e acabar na Krisha.
Counselor Ludo, that's a lot of paperwork for one Asura.
Couldn't get a single one of those old sacks to put down the gavel and at least try to make friends. Did send me with a giant pile of paperwork, though. That's what I'd like to call the Asuran hello. Nonsense, most of it. Cantha is revealed. And if not for copying Asuran ingenuity, they'd still be decades behind. But we can't hide in our labs.
Best work is always done in the field.
I certainly do hope that you are correct.
Bram.
Commander!
Bram, healing, I hope?
Bram is representing Kragstead, acting as my own advisor.
Advising on what? Terrible haircuts?
Gawk all you need. I went home for a while after. The whole thing was an accident. One day I'm patching homesteads and caring for lone wolf pups, and the next I'm, well, here.
You? Leading an entire village? I'm impressed.
He's modest. He proved to be the leader Kragstead needed, and irreplaceable while I've helped take on more for Newt. A natural leader, oh boy.
Stop.
I'm glad for you, Bram. Air would be proud. Keith.
Commander, I'd heard you'd been invited. Glad to see you again.
Keith is joining me as counsel. We've both a stake in seeing our people thrive after everything we've endured.
Mordramoth was a monster. How are you doing after Aurene?
Some days are melancholy, but she still guides me. I'm needed by my people. That has given me purpose.
That they do. Keith has been vital in our pursuit of healing. We've all experienced a bit of an identity crisis after Maguma. We're well on our way, but we've problems to solve for yet.
You'll get there.
Hello again. It is a genuine pleasure to see a familiar face in unfamiliar lands.
Welcome, Commander. I'm glad to finally have a meeting under less dire circumstances.
An Empress and a Queen. Dangerous combination.
Queen Jenna has been instrumental in Cantha's integration. I'm eager for these meetings to commence.
All I've done is make introductions.
With every trade organization and leader between the Shiver Peaks and the unending ocean. Such modesty. I'm hoping that today is productive, if not educational.
The latter, I can promise.
Commander, good to see you. Stuffy. Certainly beats interrogations and trial preparations. Bangar? Who else? We'll save that headache for opening remarks. I'm eager to put it behind us. Hasn't made things easy, though. The Dominion lives. Their numbers are just depleted. Traitors. All of them.
Neste momento estou a usar a minha chart Warrior Blade Scroll.
I, Countess Anise, liaison to Queen Jenna of Kryta, call all representatives of the Tyrian Alliance to council. Please, to your places. have quite a bit to cover. First and foremost, the Pact and Orders send their regards. Structural changes have them occupied. But with that aside, the founding members have come prepared with opening statements. Affirmations of why we're here. As our mutually elected emissary, Commander, would you like to determine the order of operations?
What qualifies me to make that call? You've had a hand in just about everything Tyria has endured since the retaking of Claw Island. We approve.
I imagine the Pale Mother supports this notion.
Sure, have at it.
My queen.
Thank you all for your remarks. We gather on mutual ground as allies. For some, friends. We suffered the Elder Dragons. We saw a new Ilona and Cantha. We've endured much. But now, Tyria has the promise of tomorrow. The last decade was cruel, but standing united today shows promise that my father only dreamt of. However, it is not on kind terms that we gather. The Alliance was formed as a reaction to a new threat. Almost a year ago now, demons attacked our villages and farmlands. Your cities and homes.
48 dead in the mountains. An entire village burned to the...
This information is as novel to me as it is to the Alliance.
I've heard rumors of your trustworthiness, Your Majesty.
No hyperbole until the Queen has spoken.
I apologize for my friend's theatrics.
And Frode, Warden of the Astral Ward.
What's going on, Jenna? Answers.
Queen! If you wish to leave with all your limbs intact.
Paul, all of you. And I thought the war bands needed babysitting. Frode, was it?
Indeed. Admittedly, I expected worse. Wayfinder, under duress as always.
Wayfinder. Ah. Should have known you had a leg in this race. I'll try talking to them.
Tudo bem. Agora vou fazer o reassure. Está tudo bem, não preciso preocupar.
Ready as they'll ever be. Get to the point.
They thrive on the brink of chaos.
They've all endured enough trauma for a lifetime. Patience.
If we're measuring trauma in lifetimes, they wouldn't.
Thank you for allowing us the time to speak to you all today. I apologize for the dramatic entrance. Again, I am Frode of the Astral Ward.
Frode. I've heard that name.
The Ward has been cloaked in shadow for centuries, protecting you from threats unknown and unlike the Elder Dragons.
The Cryptus.
The source of our demon infestation, I take it?
Beings of the Mists who are no longer a problem. Not right now. Our Wayfinder, your commander, can speak to that.
I joined their fight. The Cryptus have been contained.
I wouldn't be surprised if some still attempted to breach our realm, but they aren't organized.
He speaks truth, as the commander can attest. Hesitant trust is advised. Isgarin revealed himself to me not long before he revealed himself to all of you.
The Cryptus are harbingers of what may come next from the mists.
And you say they're no longer a threat, Wayfinder?
I've been to their realm myself. They've been stabilized.
When Su Won passed, Tyria's essence bled into the veil beyond, the mists. We are no longer shielded by her power. Every eye turned toward us in that moment, and likely more. We glow brighter than we did before. Tyria is a unique world, coveted by those beyond.
To summarize, our demons are Cryptus, and you two, the Astral Ward, are some sort of secret organization that fights them?
Not just Cryptus, but any intruder from another realm.
We've certainly faced other threats that were not born of Tyria. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner?
Or help us with the Elder Dragons.
I will answer all of your questions, but this is not the right venue.
I'm inclined to agree. Whatever this information is, I gather it's sensitive in nature.
I imagine the room needs a moment to reflect. Shall we pause and reconvene in smaller council?
After our councils have ended, I will speak with any of you. Whatever questions you may have, I will try to answer them.
Commander, with us. We'd like to continue the conversation.
So you've met before?
Anise introduced us. Their friendship was just as much a surprise to me.
We sought another ally ahead of the forum. We've known it was time to reveal ourselves to the world. Figured this would be better than a more public spectacle.
That inclination isn't wrong. Why now, though?
The Cryptus may be controlled or contained, but my words should cause fear. Tyria is as blooded. I've no reason to think we're in imminent danger, but I suspect something draws closer.
And we all need to prepare. The Astral Ward is ready to help in any way we can.
So you've numbers then?
Some. Fewer after the Cryptus. We bled on the edge of that blade.
What do you propose we do?
Focus on your affairs. We'll get nowhere without some degree of control. Your nations are fragile still. Heal. Nourish.
We'll be establishing pacts with our neighbors. I suggest you do the same.
Wise.
On that subject, I'd like to offer some information on the Isle of Janthir.
Janthir? A storm looms over that place. Blood. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I don't expect you to, but we may find more allies throughout those lands. The Lowland Coden.
My father spoke of them briefly. He left their territory untouched. Those are bonds I have not maintained.
I imagine there's more to this suggestion, Isgarin?
We should speak within thicker walls. Yes.
Wayfinder, I don't think anyone here would be better equipped to help form these bonds. You are not only a representative of the Astral Ward, but of Tyria. Look around this room. Take it in.
I could support that notion. Yes.
Utilize Moon Camp.
It's only kicking up dust otherwise. We'll send ward to your aid. Oh, your aid. The ward will establish a gateway between our outpost and the human city. With the Queen's blessing.
Blessing granted. I support this, and you, Commander. Now is the time to fortify. The Countess will meet you in Divinity's Reach.
I've witnessed cleaner executions.
Krisha, think I'm going with the commander to Janthir. I feel a professional pull. Have little intel on that location, or these Coden, and it feels vital. Or intriguing, at least.
An imperator leaving her post to get her claws dirty. Care to steal my mate, too? Go. Be our eyes. I can cover for us.
I'll see you there, Commander.
Pronto, pessoal, vou trocar aqui o joguinho.
Got a guild? Want to be a legend? Step.
Para o... Então é só fazer 2 ou 3 corridinhas. Isto é o encerrar. Onde é que está? Assim já fica. Vou fazer 2 ou 3 corridinhas. Já estamos de volta.
It's great to be back.
I shall not disappoint you. On my honor.
This one's for all the marble.
Just step back and watch the expert. I am on it!
May the best monster win.
Huh. You're no match for me. Oh, I'm telling you, this car, she needs to be driven.
Just missed it.
enjoy. Watch this! Alrighty. Here's nothing. My pleasure. Okay. That was crazy. Yeah, what can I say? I'm a natural.
Where am I and what am I doing?
No pressure. Oh, I'm telling you, this car, she needs to be driven. I am out of here! Right on. Oh, yikes! My pleasure. I'm telling you, you're gonna see this face a lot more often.
Where am I and what am I doing?
Oh, is this fresh lacquer?
You like cars, huh? 'Cause I got a really nice car. So long! Enjoy! Okay. Gotcha. Wasn't me!
Look out!
Hello, watch this! Oh, you kidding me?
Yes!
This is kind of
Well,
oh no! Oh, no, 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 no! Ha ha! I'm on a roll today!
How does this thing work again? Time to slide!
Oh, I'm gonna race circles around you guys. Watch. Here I come! What? Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha! This is bad, right?
Was it me? Sure.
Yeah!
Honk, honk. I think I handled it remarkably well.
I will, pumping up. First. Nice. O que eu posso fazer por lá? Sally! Ah, não, eu iniciava o Sally se fosse eu tivesse iniciado. Ok.
I assure you I am up to the task. I assure you I am up to the task.
Ora bem, pessoal, espero que tenham gostado da live de hoje. Apesar de ter sido um bocadinho mais pequenina, eu peço desculpa, mas amanhã compenso. Hoje, quarta-feira, compenso. Faço uma livezinha mais cedo e um bocadinho maior. Amanhã voltamos a Guild Wars, mas devo começar por aqui, neste jogo, no Speedstone. E obrigado a quem se juntou a mim, novamente, a quem se juntou a mim de novos membros, sejam bem-vindos. Pessoal, vivam a vida com calma, um dia de cada vez. Juntem-se das pessoas que vos mais amais, que vos amam mais. E sobretudo não fiquem agarrados a coisas do passado, porque não vale a pena. Não vale a pena ficarem agarrados a coisas do passado. Um grande abraço e um grande beijinho ao grupo das peitas que esteve aí comigo hoje. Força Sofia e força cunhado. Um grande beijinho, um abraço, um grande beijinho, um abraço muito apertadinho à minha fofinha, que esta semana está a ser uma semana um bocado mais complicada para ela, mas eu vou estar sempre ao lado dela, por isso ela vai continuar a ser a menina que é, alegre, feliz, apesar desta semana ser o que é. Até amanhã, durmam bem, descansem, aproveitem as férias que para muita gente já está a acabar e para quem já acabou o resto de uma boa semana de trabalho. E amanhã cá estamos outra vez. Aqui a Kaden, um grande abraço para todos que me viram. Peço desculpa de não ser mais longa, mas eu cheguei um bocadinho mais tarde a casa e pronto. Há que aproveitar as férias. Peço desculpa. Mas amanhã estamos cá outra vez. Grande abraço, grande beijinho. Aqui a Kaden. Fui!